Hi there, and thank you so much for taking the time to check out this video. Today we're going to be making a low salt mushroom and Swiss smash burger, but we're going to be using rice cakes instead of burger buns. The good thing about rice cakes is that they're generally much lower in sodium than your average burger bun, and they're widely available in almost any store, making them easy to find. Like, sure, you could use a no salt added bread as your burger bun, like the Ezekiel bread I mentioned in a previous video, but it's just a lot harder to find. So rice cakes are more reliable, and as we'll find out, they're actually satisfying too. So today I'm using lightly salted rice cakes from the local Giant Eagle, which have 15 milligrams of sodium per rice cake. Now, taste-wise, again, you'll be pleasantly surprised. All I'll say is that every time I've ever eaten a rice cake burger, I didn't regret it. It's obviously different than a burger bun, but it's different in a good way. It's light and crunchy, and it doesn't overwhelm the burger patty itself. Now, structure-wise, how does it hold up? Again, surprisingly, rice cakes hold up pretty well as burger buns, meaning they don't just quickly dissolve and become mushy. Now, if your burgers are very wet and you let them sit for a while, maybe that's a different story. But under regular conditions, again, rice cakes hold up pretty well structurally. And that being said, let me show you how I make mine. First, I heat a pan with cooking oil on medium-high heat. Next, I take 4 ounces of ground beef, form it into a ball, and season it with ground pepper, cayenne pepper, and garlic powder. You can use whatever you want. Then I take a pan lid or another flat, heavy object, and I cover it with parchment paper, like so. Next, I smash the ball of ground beef in the pan with that pan lid as hard as I can, for smash burgers, of course. And then, after it's all flattened out, this is what it looks like. And I let that cook on each side for about 5 minutes. And while that's cooking, I prepare 2 rice cakes with like smashed up avocado, like as a spread, seasoned with black pepper, like so. And once the burger is done, I take it out of the pan to let it rest. And while it's resting, I saute some mushrooms and onions in the burger fat, and I season those with black pepper as well. And once the mushrooms and onions are cooked to my liking, I take them out and I begin to construct the burger. So the bottom rice cake has avocado and then the burger patty. And then on top of the burger patty, there's the mushrooms and the onions. And on top of the mushrooms and onions, we have the Swiss cheese. Swiss cheese is very important here because it's a very low sodium cheese, very friendly cheese for those of us on a low sodium diet. And then on our top rice cake bun, we have that avocado, smashed up avocado that we're using as a spread, and a slice of fresh tomato, like so. Put that together, and here's our burger. And today, I'll be eating that burger with a side salad and a squash soup. It's very easy to make, very tasty, and very low in sodium, especially relative to other burgers and buns and things like that. The key difference between this and a regular burger are, well, of course, the low sodium rice cakes, the Swiss cheese, which I mentioned, and of course, the fact that I didn't use any salt in my seasonings. So, grand total, in this burger, we're looking at about 140 milligrams of sodium. And the way that breaks down is we have about 30 milligrams of sodium for the rice cakes, 35 for the cheese, and about 75 for 4 ounces of beef. That is so much lower than your average burger. Like I said, I mean, your average burger buns alone have typically more than 140 milligrams of sodium. So, what we have here is a healthy, tasty option for a low sodium burger, the rice cake burger. Make it your own, enjoy, and may God bless you in your life and in your low sodium lifestyle. In Jesus and through Jesus. Thank you for stopping by. Take care.